Welcome to Redvee TV's Instant Fan Reaction, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2021 season, as we reflect on St Helens' 42-10 victory over Hull FC here this evening at the MKM Stadium in Hull. We didn't really want to come here on a Monday night, but we're glad we did.
Well, I'm not so glad of where you've stood us here. This is making my forehead look like the surface of the moon. So I'm not happy with that.
The moon's got less surface area.
This isn't a forehead, it's a five-head now. It takes me longer to wash my face. Anyway, that was a thoroughly professional performance, wasn't it? Well worth making the trip for.
2 weeks without a game. We only got back into training on Thursday. You wouldn't have thought it. We must have had a lot of pent-up frustration and energy to get rid of, because I thought we started really, really well, got on the front foot, pretty much had all of the possession, and it looked early on like we were just going to run away with it very, very quickly.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we spoke about possible sharpness being an issue tonight rather than fitness, and the fact that I know Hull had a short turnaround, but the fact that they've played more recently, honestly, it didn't look that case, did it? It didn't look like we'd had 2 weeks off. It looked like we were chomping at the bit. The scary thing is, as professional as that was and as convincing as that was, I think we can be better. I think there's areas of that game that we can definitely improve on, and yeah, you can only beat what's in front of you. But we've turned up, done a number on them, and coming away with a very, very handsome victory.
Yeah, I thought we were much better in attack. I think we realised early on we could exploit Hull with our short kicking game, just dabbing it in goal and putting runners on it. After Joel Thompson went over, I think we did it 3 or 4 times in the game, and it meant we didn't have to go as expansive as maybe we could have. I don't think we got out to second gear.
Yeah, I think long kicking game might have been a bit off tonight.
Is that missing Theo Farge?
Yep. Possibly, but I think even Coote does quite a bit of the long kicking. I don't think it was great tonight. But you're right, the short kicking game was tremendous. It was causing problems. It was leading to points. It was leading to dropouts. It was a good attacking performance, which could have been better. And I don't say it could have been better as in I'm criticising us. I'm saying it could have been better that a couple of them passes stick or a couple of decisions are made, and we put 60 on them tonight easy.
And with the kicks that we missed in the first half, we were 16-0 up, and I think I was just about to tweet, if we score again, Hull will crumble here, and we could have put 60 or 70 on them, because they looked out on the feet. And then there was a video ref call. Lomax kicks right in the air. Tommy Makinson goes up, textbook, just as you want, eyes on the ball, knocks the ball backwards to Kevin Nagama, touches down, absolute certain try. No complaints from anyone on the ground, except the video ref disallows it. Are we a no-contact sport?
You know what? It's just, you want consistency, don't you? You want consistency from it. He must have seen it that Makinson's jumped later than the defender.
Is that not allowed?
Well, exactly. So there we go. You know what used to be great? On the RFL referees page, they used to answer questions from you. And since the current head of referees has taken over, that account has just gone silent. And it might have attracted some abuse, but then you quickly block and move on. We've asked questions in the past, whether it be personally or whether it be through Redvee. We've got an answer. Whether we like that answer or not is another matter. But they go through it. You look at Ian Smith on Twitter, and he will go through the kind of mechanisms of making that decision and what they're looking out for. That's all you want. You want consistency. You want transparency. Because then, every time a ball goes up in the air now, are we going to have it that you cannot even contest a ball, even if it's 50-50, or 60-40, because you've got to give the defender the yard to take the ball? Is that what we're leading to?
Straight yes or no's. Did Tommy Makinson take Adam Swift out in the air?
No.
Did he make it dangerous for Adam Swift in the air?
No.
Was he contesting the ball?
Yes.
Did he knock the ball backwards?
Yes.
Is it a try?
Yes.
Would it have been given as a try if it wouldn't have put Saints 20 points plus up before half-time, killing the game?
That's a big accusation.
It's a question. I'm not saying anything.
I think it'd have been chalked off whatever the score.
Okay. That's the question. But That said, Hull then go down the other end and straight away score. And instead of Saints being 22 points up, it's 16-4 at half time. It gives Hull a route back into the game, and then they get the score first in the second half, and they're on a bit of a roll. The crowd are behind them, and it was a little bit squeaky bum for 5 or 10 minutes. You got the feeling if Hull did score next, then it's game. Obviously, it's game on. It scores a level, and Saints just needed to take the air out of it, and they did that with a Lachlan Coote penalty. Who I thought Hull FC must have thought he was playing for Hull KR tonight. The amount of times they tried to take his head off.
Yeah, that's it. We did need to just take their energy out of the game. I think you tweeted about taking the wind out of the sails or something like that, and it's what we needed to do. The one thing I'd be disappointed with if I was a Hull FC fan tonight is the discipline. I know they tried going in with a bit more of the wrestle and slowing us down, and that works for them because they've got big men, they've got fast men as well. They're very quick and they've got clever players. But the discipline has just let them down tonight. There's a couple of times where the number 14 has argued with the referee. In the end, he's been sent to the bin. I'm looking at that performance, and if I'm a Hull fan, I'm probably looking at it and thinking it wasn't such a blowout score. It's just that Saints have got on the roll, wins out of the sails, and we've just kept going over. Their discipline was shocking, though, wasn't it?
I thought it was similar to the Leeds result for them the other night. It was blown out late on. Obviously, they're tired anyway. Short turnaround. They've had 2 sin bins, and Saints just put an exclamation mark on the result. Lewis Dodd, I thought he was quiet in the first half. Obviously, we're just trying to ease him into it, and I thought the more the game went on, the more he became involved and started organising play. And then it was obviously capped off at the end by the late interception kick through to then go to ground and slyly hand it off to Jack Welsby to run away for the hat-trick score.
The lad's a clever player, isn't he? And that's what we're going to do. I've just been stopped by fans as walking out saying that, like, why wasn't he kicking more? He wasn't kicking more because we're going to ease him into the team. You don't turn round, even though he is a number 7, and go, you are running this team now. We've got senior pros out there who can do that. We've got Lachlan Coote who's involved in the long kicking game. We've got Johnny Lomax who can direct us round. He needs to learn and bring a bit of his swagger and his bit of his ego to the first team. And then I actually said to the guy sitting next to me, you know what, if we get 3 or 4 scores up here, watch Lewis Dodd start getting his hands on the ball. Listen, that's what happened. I'm not saying that as in a, wow, that was so Nostradamus. Like, it was obvious. It was an obvious thing that we get so far ahead and we're in the last 10, 15 minutes, we can start giving him the ball and letting him run it and letting him run where we're going with it. It gives him a great, great grounding for playing in the first team, doesn't it?
Yeah, and obviously he's coming to the team midway through the season. We're in the challenge for honours to three-peat Super League. We don't need, as you said quite often, peak Sean Long until the end of the season. For me, for the rest of the year, we need Lewis to be I don't want to say functional because that's basic, above average, and obviously not make any mistakes, choose the right plays, just keep level-headed, and we've got enough big players around him to not carry him through, but to help him through and ease him in. And obviously next year the team is his.
Well, yeah, I want to see a little bit of his bravado. I want to see a little bit of his rawness, even like his naivety of, I'm going to take the line on here, and him learn from that. And that's all I want to see this season. I just want to see him learn.
He's an apprentice.
Yeah, he is, and he's alongside
a very good apprentice alongside a very good master.
Yeah.
It's like Fantasia. Is it Fantasia?
I've not a clue.
Somebody will correct us on that.
But that's it. Listen, I want him to learn, and I want him to find his way into this team. Big test on Saturday against Catalan, who will put a lot of work through him, who will run down his channel. And it's interesting that we've swapped Lomax's side now to put him on the right because Lewis Dodd is a left-footed kicker. I think that's a very, very wise move. And he will put work down his side, but when you've got players around him of the experience of Mark Percival, and then your second row, whether it be Joe Batchelor, who's got more first-team appearances than he has, whether it's Joel Thompson, whether it's Sione Matautia, Morgan Knowles, just with that type of player next to him, that's how he's going to learn. That's how he's going to be dragged and put into position for where he should be defending. Listen, some games he's going to be 4, 5 out of 10. Other games he's going to be 8, 9 out of 10. Tonight, probably a 7, probably midway in between them. And that was good enough for tonight. And I don't, again, I'm not being disparaging. It was good enough for tonight. He did enough. In little tiny glimpses, he was quiet, yeah, but we're feeling him into the first team picture.
For me, it's important that we don't put the weight of this team on his shoulders. Yeah. There's enough players throughout. And you know what? I thought tonight was actually our best attacking display of the season. It looked to me like we were trying to be more expansive and get the ball wider. Obviously, it helped on a wide pitch against a tiring defence. But for me, that's the best we've looked, especially away from home this season so far.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. As you say, going forward, we were great. Still in defence, there was a couple of times when they were attacking our line and we muscled up. And we listen, again, in defence, we were good. We were good again.
Especially against that number 27 running down the wing.
Yeah, I did actually put a
tweet
tweet out saying, pray for your sausage fingers for typing that name out. And you copied and pasted it like you said you were going to. Because when he broke down the left-hand side, I was thinking, if he goes in here, he's going to be gutted. So, no, we muscled up when we needed to in defence. Going forward, as I say, that little short kicking game, was it 2 attacking kicks from Roby with 2 tries? Joel Thompson on the score sheet, Kyler Moore on the score sheet again.
Try scoring machine.
Listen, can he make it 3 in a row? Can he make it a 3-peat for Kyler Moore try scoring next weekend?
I wonder if there's a battle going on between him and Alex Walmsley about who's going to be top prop try scorer this season.
I hope so.
Speaking of props, Agi Parsi missed out tonight, as we know from the squad, through reasons that we're not sure of. If he's not fit to go on Saturday, it's going to be a big miss, especially with Matty Lees, we believe, failing the HIA in game tonight, which will make him ineligible also. Could be Dan Norman coming into the squad, maybe.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I'd imagine that's where, and that'll be a massive ask against Catalan's forwards. Niggly, big, strong.
Maybe that's why we've been holding him back.
Possibly. Ready for the wrecking ball coming through. But I can almost see us.
Don't make me tweet the picture of. What's her face again? You got me like a wrecking ball, but Dan Norman's face on it. On him. Yeah, I've done that with Alex.
Possibly so. I can almost see us maybe making Morgan Knowles do a bit more of a stint in the middle as well. He propped for England, didn't he? He kind of does a little bit of that role at 13. He's not shy in going forward and carting it up when he needs to. Maybe Sione Matautia into 13. You can kind of see that if we need to kind of prop somebody else. But yeah, listen, this is what happens though. You get your suspensions, your injuries, and it gives you a chance to your fringe players. Aaron Smith got a chance tonight. He got the last 10 minutes, I think. Didn't do anything wrong. Listen, with all these short turnarounds, you're going to have to take your chance when you get into it and just put in, as I say, 6, 7, 8 out of 10 performance. Give the boss no reason to drop you out to that 17.
Based on that performance tonight and what we've seen from Leeds and Warrington last night, Wigan not performing very well, Saints Catalan Saturday may well tell us a lot about who's going to finish top and who will be marching to Old Trafford at the end of the season. It is a massive game, man, and we look well up for it and in good form. Obviously, Catalan winning tonight at Hull KR as well. It's all set up for a good one.
It is. And
this is a preview show, by the way. Quickly.
Yeah, it might as well be. Yeah, it does set it up nicely. I'm glad we've had that game, though, before playing them. I'd have hated to go on into them without playing this one as well. So playing this one, kind of, it's a bit of a short turnaround, but gets them minutes into the legs, into the lungs, and all coming down to a good one Saturday afternoon, 2:30, is it? Not Friday like you thought it was.
Would have been funny if I'd have turned up at the ground on my own, but 42-10 on a Monday night in Hull. It makes that journey back down the M62 an awful lot easier, even if you're not drinking.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And big raps to the Saints fans who did make it over here. I know a couple of them have collared me on the concourse tonight saying how for Saints fans tonight, I think the price went up by £6 on the match day ticket. Not only that, it was cash only for Saints fans. There's no cash machine here. And then when you get in the ground, it's all contactless payment.
Well, I did put a tweet out. I think the attendance tonight was 7,098. The corresponding fixture here last February, on a cold February evening, was 12,400. They've shed 5,000 fans here tonight.
Was that a Friday?
It was a Friday, but 5,000 fans is an awful lot of you. It's what, 40% of your attendance. It's a worrying trend that Super League needs to look to address across the board.
Yeah, and listen, I'll put a lot of that down to it being Monday and people being out of the habit of going to the game. Listen, they do need to arrest that. They need to have a little look at it and think, yeah, we wanted to kind of pile these games in. Is a Monday night for a game like this suitable?
And to be fair, apart from Hull's season ticket holders, I think the tickets only went on sale about 4 days before as well.
Yeah,
which wasn't great planning because they could have put them on sale sooner than that. But Saints fans coming over tonight, I think there was probably, I think I tried to count them, about 150 behind the sticks. You wouldn't have thought it. You'd have thought there was 1,500. The noise was tremendous. A few new songs in the mix. And you know what? I'm sure the players appreciated it. And you know what? It's tough on a Monday night. A lot of those Saints fans, obviously, if you've got the money to shell out to come to Hull on a Monday night, you're probably going to work early tomorrow morning, and yeah, you're not probably going to get into bed before 1 o'clock, but yeah, it warms the cockles, doesn't it?
It does. I think what they were drinking was warming the cockles as well.
I hope they're not in work at 7 o'clock in the morning then.
I know, not like some of us, but you know what, it was a good following, even though small in numbers, and you can understand that, because why would you come over here on a Monday night, first working day of the week out the way, and then get on the 62? You wouldn't. When it's
summer holidays as well.
Yeah, when it's a Friday, you kind of might turn around and say, well, I can have a lie-in Saturday morning, or I can take it easy Saturday, but some of us have... and
that's the thing. If you've got a family of 4, it's the summer holidays. It's a lot of money to shell out on the night to come over here when you can be taking your kids to the beach in North Wales.
Well, yeah, exactly right. And that's it. It is a lot of money to come and shell out. If you're paying, what was it, 26 quid up front for a ticket per adult, just two of you, you're 52 quid, aren't you? You're paying for your petrol, you're probably paying for something to eat, a couple of drinks.
You're not getting change of 100 quid, are you?
Nah, you heck. And that's before you've even bought your kids' tickets.
And the games on the telly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, obviously things need to be done, but do you know what? If you got over here tonight, fair play, you've done the club proud, and no objections to anyone who didn't. Right, I think that is us done. There's enough to upload. We might get home by 2 o'clock by the time this is on YouTube. Right, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I say it, but you never do it. And we'll catch you for the preview show on Thursday, not Wednesday. Catch you soon.